State is playing Maryland on Saturday. I think I said Purdue. That would be incorrect.
Is it okay that it's on Peacock now?
What's that?
Are people okay with it being on Peacock if they're just playing Maryland and not Purdue?
I don't know. Is that a rivalry, Ohio State-Purdue? Is that a big rivalry?
I mean, I know Purdue's in the Big Ten at least. I don't know about Maryland. Maryland might be now. Big Ten's got like 30 schools now, so I don't even know.
Yeah, it's bigger than 10.
Much bigger.
Alan, there is no more legacy Peacock. I refuse to pay, so I can't watch any sports. Does that mean there's no free option anymore? You have to pay for Peacock?
I have no idea.
Alan, I like how Poundcake believes the most ridiculous stuff, but something you could actually look up, like TV ratings. He doesn't buy it. Well, that's part of his genius, though. I mean, he won't be swayed by facts and statistics.
It's all about how I feel.
We are a culture now where people are driven largely by how they feel, no matter how wild or misguided that might be.
I don't feel like she deserves 29 million viewers, so
But
I'm not going to
25 million of them are only for football. They're saying she boosted it by 4 or 5 million.
But for everything she's done, I mean, it would be different if this was somebody who was coasting just on perception. But, I mean, when this girl was touring, every city she went to, they saw a boost in their local economy.
She's doing like
I mean,
9 shows in London.
If nothing else.
Like an 80,000 seat state. Like, it's insane.
Yeah. It does get to the point where you go, it's so far outside the bounds of what you expect, even from a white-hot pop star, that you can't get your head around it.
Right.
And you wonder why it's that way.
I just wonder why.
I understand she's very popular. Why is it that way?
Because here's my theory. Her songs are about what? Men
Breakups.
treating her poorly.
Yeah.
What is the most relatable thing? Every woman has pretty much been treated poorly by a man, and it keeps happening. So every new version of a breakup song is relatable to more and more women because it's
Men
our
are
fault.
trash.
It's our fault. Men are trash.
But
so
every
Taylor Swift is popular.
But every pop star at every level is writing breakup songs. What is it about hers that resonates so deeply?
Pumpkin spiciness of it.
She's hella regular.
Yeah.
She's just a regular kid from Pennsylvania and made good, and people go, you know what? She looks like a girl I knew in high school. I can identify with that.
Yep.
She's not doing anything. A regular bitch, to hear Poundcake say it.
And there's a lot of regular bitches out there. That's why they're called a regular. Like they're in the vast majority.
But clearly she's not regular. She couldn't be less regular.
She presents as regular.
She appeals
I
to
bet she's regular at sex.
She approachable, hot.
Kind of, yeah.
She's pretty hot.
Yeah, she's not hot. She's good looking.
You're out of your mind.
She's girl
Taylor
next
Swift
door.
is pretty hot.
Girl next door.
No, she's not hot.
Like if like the top pop stars right now, I wouldn't put her as
I would say Beyonce or
the
Taylor
hottest.
Swift. Who'd you rather?
Well, I'm just saying there are a lot of famous guys who are evidence to the contrary.
She's very attractive.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
saying
didn't say
she's
she
not
was-
attractive.
I didn't say she was ugly.
And she is, I mean, I would even say she's hot, but she's not the hottest of hots. I think that's fair.
She doesn't have boobs. She doesn't have butt.
I reserve that distinction for one BB Rexa. Thank you very much.
Taylor Swift or Demi
Yes.
Lovato?
I'm sorry?
Taylor Swift or Demi Lovato?
Oh,
Demi
Demi
Lovato.
all day.
Alan likes curves.
Demi
Demi
Lovato.
all day. Yeah, I mean, Taylor Swift, God bless her, but it's like somebody stood a broom in the corner of the kitchen.
That's what
like,
I'm
it's
saying.
not, yeah.
Demi Lovato or Selena Gomez?
Selena Gomez, her
no.
face never changed from kindergarten, so it's
Yeah.
got to be Demi Lovato.
Okay. Demi Lovato or Kim Kardashian?
Kim all day.
Ooh.
I watched that Only Murders in the Building with Selena Gomez and Steve Martin and Martin Short. And between her, she's very good on it. I think she's super talented. But I remember when she was younger, she was on a Disney show called Wizards of Waverly Place.
Mm-hmm.
And when my older kids were young, they watched that show. And that was where, I think that's where a lot of people first got wind of her. And that was where I first saw her. But now that she's on, and I think she's 31, 32 maybe, but on Only Murders in the Building, she's very good, but her voice, she has this very nasally pinched voice. She doesn't emote very much. So there's kind of a monotony to her performance. And she looks like she's 9 years old, like in the face. But aside from that, she's great.
Quick little back to the Peacock thing. I think I found a hack if you want the free tier of Peacock.
Inside Sources.
Sign up for it and then cancel your subscription, and it should keep you,
get it
on
for
the
30
free
days?
tier. Well, it should keep you on the free tier. So you can try that.
But that's all
And
your
And again,
banking
let me
information.
reiterate. I think I'm paying $5 a month for it.
I pay like 10 because I don't want the commercials.
But even that, I don't know what ad-free means anymore, because I swear to God, I'm paying like 90 goddamn dollars for Hulu Live with no commercials, and there's commercials every 30 seconds. Like, what am I paying for?
I'm now being a parasite with my brother's Amazon Prime.
Well, that's all going away. Everybody's cracking down on passwords now because they've plateaued with subscribers. Disney's cracking down, Netflix, everybody's cracking down with password sharing.
I had like a
So you're going to have to kick in a couple of ducats if you want to keep watching whatever you watch.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, they'll do it.
They don't need no more money. They don't need no more money. They got everything.
They all need money.
They don't need no more money. They don't need
Do
my
you know what late stage capitalism's about? They all need more money. They got to lay more people off and show profits so that the stock goes up.
It's never been that they need more money. They want more money.
You talk about
And you'll give it to them.
It's against no, it won't. It's against my morals. I can't. I will go. I will
Then
literally.
they won't let you watch the stuff.
I've been watching YouTube for the longest time. I'm like, ooh, what's on the History Channel on YouTube? I'm looking at the ancient Aztecs and like these gays traveling around the world.
Yeah, but
I'm like,
YouTube TV, I had that for a hot minute
It's
about
like
18 months ago, and it got
$80 a month.
really expensive. I'm
Nah.
like, I'm not doing this. I don't care.
not YouTube TV, YouTube. I have a smart
YouTube.
TV.
Well, there's a lot on there. Yeah, I get
There's
it.
a bunch of History Channel. I'm like,
I get it.
46 minutes. I got time to kill. Like I'm just watching.
I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube too.
Is
I mean,
Satan
it just-
real? I'm like, ooh, let me watch this History Channel documentary on is Satan real? I'm saying he's real.
I love that. A documentary on whether or not Satan is real.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of those words does not belong in that sentence?
And I
real.
love. Well, I love like the experts they have on there. They're like Satanologists, demonologists. Like they have all these people. I'm like, you went to school to learn about Satan?
No,
Like,
no, those are made up titles. We were talking about this when we were watching The Unexplained with William Shatner. These people who call themselves cryptozoologists because it sounds important. They take an area of science and they add a prefix to it that means nothing, and they come up with a compound word that makes them seem really important, but there's no science to it at all. It's made up. It's a pseudoscience. It's based solely in anecdotes. And, people say that the chupacabra, there's no science at all. But cryptozoologist sounds really important.
I was like, there's no demonologist. Imagine going to school for like demonology.
Well, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Well,
People go, I study demons. I'm a demonologist. Okay, I mean,
I give the History Channel credit when they put something on the screen that says he's a demonologist. I'm like, ooh, let me hear what you got
well,
to say.
they got to
about this.
call him something. They can't have guy with too much time on his hands.
Guy
underneath.
with books.
Yeah. Guy who watches a lot of YouTube just like you.
Like they said, well, the Bible says that hell is actually really hot, but studies show that it would actually be really cold. I'm like, oh, really? I never thought about that. I'm like, I'm so intrigued in there with my Chipotle on my bed, all sprawled out.
Are you having the new carne asada? It's back. Did you hear about that?
I heard you talking
I
about
was
it.
gonna say, I heard you talking about it.
Should try it.
You went to
Alan
that,
Travis Kelsey's 1 year salary is equal to one of Taylor's shows.
Yeah.
That would be math, yeah.
Yeah, Taylor Swift is the most popular pop star on the planet
Most
right
popular
now.
basic fiction in the world.
I will
And
tell you this.
Probably more popular than Michael Jackson ever was.
Alan, I saw a meme that says Taylor Swift makes songs for girls that use a lot of head. Sorry. Take two.
Use a lot of teeth.
Go back to one. Yeah, girls that use a lot of teeth when they sign documents. Alan, why is a gay man making statements about how Taylor Swift isn't hot? Well, just because he's gay doesn't mean. I'm straight, but I can see like a good-looking dude and go, "That's a good-looking guy."
I was like, you should listen to me more because I'm more objective about it rather than like, oh, look at her. I don't look at her as a sex object.
Well, but no one's expecting you to be objective. I mean, that everybody's got an opinion on
I'm
something.
just saying, if you put ideal beauty, no curves, no boobs, no butts.
Some people love that. Some people love it. They don't like curves. You know, butts, remember, asses didn't
Surfboard.
become a thing until white girls started getting them. Asses have been a thing for a long time. And I'm on record as thinking they're great. Like frosted flakes.
Would anybody be like, nah, no thanks?
They're great. Yeah, a lot of people. They're like, I don't like, nope.
Man, I love a...
Some people like skinny. Bill's one. He likes skinny girls.
Depression skinny.
Well,
which is
whatever.
next level.
But right, he likes skinny girls. That's at least
It's
one of his
not-
types.
It's one of my types, but it's just, you know, those are the ones I keep getting in relationships with.
When was the last-
Like it's an accident.
When was the last curvy girl you dated?
I mean,
Exactly. You can't even think of it.
no, I can think of two right now.
He said when? Time frame.
Now.
Oh, you're not
dating a curvy girl
anybody
now?
right
Like,
now.
I mean, dating, no, but
You're sleeping with.
smashing.
That's different.
I got a letter from a girl who listens to the show.
Wait, real quick, Alan. Does Bill have sex?
I'm sorry?
Does Bill have sex?
I mean,
You
I've
guys
heard
brought
that
it
he
up.
has.
You guys brought it up this time.
He's a red-blooded American man, Mary.
Okay, just make sure. Yeah.
I got a letter from a woman who wanted me to send her some stickers. She's living in California. And her postscript in the letter was, also, if you have any merch, I wear a 2X. I've got big boobs. Ask Bill. He's touched them.
What?
And I'm like, ugh, I didn't need that, but thank you. I'll be happy to send some stickers.
I know who that is.
So it's not outside the realm of possibility that Bill is having fun outside the confines of the skinny girls.
But touching boobs is different. Was it
I
a
know
friendly touch or was it a
That
sex
was kind of a
touch?
friendly touch.
Yeah, that's
with,
what I mean.
with her, but I mean, I definitely.
What is a
touch.
friendly touch?
She has big boobs and she's.
It's not like a greeting.
Yeah.
Hugged her. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was just squeezing some big jugs. I don't know. I think it's like
hugged her
I think it was when I was still
and
married.
squeezed her breasts, which felt sexual in nature, not like a greeting.
But I think
Yeah,
my,
but what
my
is a-
ex-wife was there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, anyway,
but see, now you got people asking you for merch because you sent a shirt to Dick from Dayton.
yeah, I bought him a shirt. People ask me, hey, send me an Alan Cox shirt. We don't have Alan Cox shirts.
We should.
We had them when I first came to town.
So let's do it again.
They made me merch. Because they don't pay for that stuff.
I want it to just have our logo on
I-
the chest. And
I
then,
have my own stickers made now. They're not even paying for stickers.
Listen, here's what we're going to do. It'll just have the Alan Cox Show logo where like the pocket would go, left breast. And then on the back, it says, love me, love you, hate the show.
Oh, no, trust me. I got them all figured out. Hey, there you go. Is that
That's a boobs girl.
That's a boobs girl.
Yeah, she put her boobs on the
Was her
the
name
thing.
Jenny?
Jenny.
She got tickets for something with the boobs. What did we give her
Chrono
tickets
Cruise. Or Alan Cox Fandango.
Fandango.
Floater.
Floating
for? Captain
Fandango.
Fun's Floating Fandango?
Too many things.
Her boss hugged her and squeezed her breasts, which felt sexual in nature, not like a greeting.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Boob, that's me. B-double-O-B, Boob.
Friendly, like a greeting. I'm hearing from a lot of our bureau chiefs today. If you listen to us on the iHeartRadio app and you do it from outside Ohio, I always like to know where people are. Ryan listens in Williamsburg, Virginia. Evan's up in Minneapolis. Mackenzie is a bureau chief in Medford, Oregon. And, of course, we have dozens and dozens and dozens of people in the great state of Florida. And one of them sent me the story about an 11-year-old kid who got into an argument with two older kids at football practice, walked to his parents' car, brought back their gun, and shot the two kids. They're alive. He didn't kill them.
He about that life. Jesus.
Two 13-year-olds are in the hospital, and the 11-year-old is facing charges. They got into an argument after football practice. One of the older kids was dicking around. The younger kid is eating some food, having a snack or something, and the older kid slaps it out of his hands. Kind of a classic soft bullying vibe, right?
Pretty hard bully.
Slapping the food out of your hands? They weren't punching them in the face. I mean, it's one of those things where you're not looking, even if it's a friend, you like slap it and they drop I dropped my Uncrustable. 11-year-old goes to the mom's car, grabbed a gun, and just shot at the other two in the parking lot. One of them was hit in the torso. The other one was struck in the arm. They're in stable condition. So they're not dead, but if something goes south, one of them might be. The mother of the 11-year-old may face charges for having an unsecured firearm in the car. So that's what's going on down there in that part of Florida. And I've asked the question again, but I'll ask it again. Would you rather be stabbed or shot? You want to play stabbed or shot?
Let's do it.
Okay.
It's time to play Would You Rather Be Stabbed in Europe or Shot in the U.S.? The game show where you decide if you'd rather be stabbed in Europe or shot in the U.S. Now, here's your host, Alan Cox.
Oh, thank you, Johnny Gilbert. So it's very, very simple, because of stringent gun and firearm regulations overseas, far more people are stabbed over there. You'll have mass stabbings. But still not doing as much damage as somebody who's just spraying a school with bullets. So would you rather be stabbed in Europe or shot in the United States? Poundcake?
Shot.
Sorry, that's incorrect.
Well, you can tell
Mary?
me what I want to do.
Stabbed.
I'm so sorry. Bill?
I'm going to go with shot in Europe.
He got it. It was a trick question the whole
This has
time.
been Would You Rather Be Stabbed in Europe or Shot in the U.S.?
Oh, so fun.
I know how your brain works.
That implies that it works.
Stabbing is a lot more intimate. Like, I'd rather just be shot.
Okay, Joker.
My father was a drinker and a fiend. Because you want to see the light go out in their eyes.
And see who the cowards are.
Well, yeah, you do have to get up close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want that. Like, if I get shot and I don't die, then, a bullet is easier to remove. If I get shot and die, it's over quick. But if I get stabbed, it's a long, suffering, painful death.
Well, you don't necessarily die right away from being shot.
Yeah, it's the Nick Swartzen bit. It's like, I'm shot. But he gets stabbed. It's like, you're there the whole time.
That's what I'm saying.
It's coming back.
Yeah, being stabbed.
I don't
would be
want to be
awful.
stabbed.
Terrible.
Yeah, dude. No thanks.
Speaking of which, I'm on record as telling you, and so I do like to bring these to your attention just for those of you who might be keeping score at home. It is unequivocally sadder when hot people die because we have so few of them. So now I know what you're saying. Alan, you must be insane. There's more worth to a hot, attractive person's life than somebody less attractive. Not talking about a worth, but it is sadder. It will weigh on you more that the world has lost another hot person. A 32-year-old dentist from Brazil, Lydia Perez, died in an equestrian training exercise. This used to really make me nervous. My older daughter was an equestrian for many years. She started riding when she was 4, and she just finally kind of stopped, called it quits, like last year, right? And so she rode for a long time, and I was always so nervous when she would be competing or whatever that the horse would buck, and, you have to learn how to fall off a horse, things like that, but you can't plan for everything. And Lydia Perez, who was a gorgeous woman, 32, dentist, you could tell she just got that dentist grill. And she was performing a practice run for an upcoming equestrian event. And she lost her balance on the horse. And she fell, and the horse fell on top of her. And she died at the scene.
I found a Lydia Perez, but I don't think it's the same one. She was 88.
Was she hot?
I mean, for an 88-year-old.
Can you imagine if the story was about her and she fell off a horse and the horse fell on her? An 88-year-old woman
turned to
died when was it like cancer?
Thanos snapped his finger.
Yeah, was it natural causes? No, a horse fell on her, right on top of her. It was terrible. There were people there. This girl died just 5 months after her mother died. She leaves behind her husband, who was a police officer there. But this woman was just gorgeous. So, yes, more sad, more tragic when the world loses somebody very attractive. And I get it. It's subjective. That's a sliding scale, but objectively attractive. I told you, she's Brazilian, from Brazil, and now gone. And frankly, I'm sure the global dental community is mourning their loss too. That's one less set of teeth that are operational and will need some kind of work. I got to take a break. Hey, you want to go see Chelsea Handler? She is back coming to do a show at Playhouse Square to perform for you, the Little Big Bitch Tour. She's going to play the State Theater on October 20th. So if you want to go, I'll have those for you coming back.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.
Get ready to experience the excitement.
It is the 13th year of the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
The emotions.
Love you guys. I'm so happy to be here.